You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, I did not know who was the head of USA Fencing. Now, we all know that Stephanie Turner was actually forced to compete against a transgender in fencing, and she refused. She took a knee, and she was disqualified. And folks, there was a bunch of outrage, man, because USA Fencing was defending the transgender, and also USA Fencing ended up punishing Stephanie Turner with a year of probation, which is completely insane, guys. I don't know what it is, but these governing bodies or schools, they want to punish the opposition. In other words, people who don't want transgenders in their sports. Female sports is for females. Male sports is for males. Just that simple. But unfortunately, guys, we're not living in a sane world. We're living in a post-George Floyd world. Now, wokeness is kind of going away, but there's still a lot of remnants out there of wokeness, even in sports. Well, when it comes to USA Fencing, the head of USA Fencing went before Congress. And folks, this man embarrassed himself. I mean, he's actually pretty much defending allowing a male in a female sport. This is completely insane, guys. And by the way, this man also has a daughter. And his skeletons in his closet, guys, came back to haunt him. Because this man actually made posts comparing parents who didn't want their daughters competing against men. He compared them to the Klan. And it came back and it backfired on him, guys. This is really insane. USA Fencing has a major problem. Worse than I could even possibly imagine. But let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Over here on Outkick. Right here, guys. Fireworks fly as USA Fencing head defends males in women's sports. Trans athlete policy. Yeah, his name is Damian Lefelt. And this man embarrassed himself. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to ask him some questions. And she's going to bring up, also, would you like your daughter actually competing against a transgender? And this man couldn't say no. I mean, this is how crazy these people are. And we got like 3 clips we're going to watch, guys. This is crazy. Even some Democrats, they actually used that time to actually bring up Trump and other stuff that had nothing to do with this transgender policy of USA Fencing. Yeah, this is completely insane, guys. But let's go ahead and watch this first clip down here. And USA Fencing actually chooses locations based off of left-wing priorities, like abortions. Yeah. Let's watch this clip, guys. Here we go.
We're going to switch gears to USA Fencing site selection policy. You're the chair of USA Fencing. You should be familiar. Mr. Lefelt, what does abortion have to do with fencing?
Congresswoman, that policy was passed before I got on the board. However, when
you're the chair of the board now, what does abortion have to do with fencing, Mr. Lefelt?
I'm on the board, you're correct, and I offered an amendment to that policy back in December, Congresswoman, that allowed for more flexibility at the city level.
What, to get an abortion while you're at fencing competitions?
And it also allowed for better convenience. So we enhanced the policy
more
under my
convenience
leadership
to Planned Parenthood centers. Mr. Lefelt, why does USA Fencing states abortion policies and LGBTQ policies in its site selection process to determine where tournaments are held? That's part of your site selection process, is abortion availability and states and cities that are friendly to LGBTQ policies. How is that part of USA Fencing?
Congresswoman, we try to have tournaments in sites that are safe for all of our members, period.
So you don't think red states are safe for fencing athletes?
Red states are absolutely safe, and we regularly host tournaments there, including Texas, Ohio,
No,
Missouri.
your site selection policies are based on abortion availability and LGBTQ availability, not on fencing, not on your sport.
Yeah, so you guys saw that right there. Now, this next clip here, boy, this is a really, really bad look here for USA Fencing, especially Damien LaFelt. This question right here, man, this man stumbles big time. Watch this.
Mr. LaFelt, do you think forcing a woman to change in front of a man in a locker room is abusive? Yes or no?
Congresswoman, I'm not sure I
Do
follow
you
the
want your
question.
daughter to change in front of biological men in locker rooms? Yes or no?
My daughter isn't really something that should be part of this
Oh,
hearing,
I'm gonna.
respectfully.
If you're not a quick no on that, we're gonna take that as a no.
Wow. Wow. The man cannot say no, that he doesn't want his daughter changing in front of a male in a locker room. That is extremely concerning me. I don't know if this man is actually married or not, but if I'm his wife, I'm looking for a divorce lawyer for something like that. That is completely ridiculous, folks. Now, over here on Nets, boy, this is something right here, man. I mean, this clip right here, this is where old posts of this woke USA Fencing head comes back to bite him when he compares concerned parents to the Klan. Watch this.
Do you think that parents who don't want their daughters competing against men and women's sports are whiny?
No, sir.
You don't? Why did you write that on social media? I've got a picture here where you posted that. You were allegedly responding to a parent who didn't want their daughter being beaten up by men in sports competitions. You said, I'm not going to pull her from the sport and write a whiny email announcing my departure.
Sir, Mr. Congressman Jack had asked me about that, and want to be crystal clear, that was an inappropriate message. Do
you think that they're cowardly?
Sir, no, I don't. I don't at all. And in fact,
why did you write that on social media?
I regret it, sir. I deleted it shortly after posting it. I certainly don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah, you
and
do.
given a lot of the messages that we receive, and even conversations that I've had,
do you think
with
that
Ms.
parents
Turner,
who don't want their daughters competing against men in sports should be compared to the Ku Klux Klan?
No, absolutely not. And I
And why
acknowledge
did you
that I
do
said that
that?
in the message, sir.
Why
And
did
that
you
was
do that?
inappropriate.
That was inappropriate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that you're right. That isn't inappropriate.
Wow,
I'd like to
he's
read
admitting
what
that
you
he
wrote
did.
and what you posted on social media.
Sure.
Responding allegedly to a lady who had these concerns. The only wizard that's going to dig you out of the myopic hole you've put yourself and your family in is one of the, quote, grand wizard variety.
Inappropriate, sir. And I acknowledge that I said it, and I will commit to never making a message like that again.
That was in response to a parent, according to you on social media, who had a problem with this. Was this a real email that you were responding to?
It was a real email, sir. I did not respond to it and hit
This
send
was a
back.
real email. Did an actual parent write this, or did you write this email?
It was written by an actual person claiming to be a parent. They were not a member of our
Were you that
organization.
actual person?
No, sir.
You
I
were
was
not that actual person, but you staged this whole interaction.
The response, sir, was not real, and I regret that.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Guys, this man needs to be fired. This man needs to be fired. And USA Fencing said that the only way they're actually going to change their policy on transgenders is only if they're forced to do it by the government. Now, newsflash, man, Title IX is a real thing as well. Trump's executive order is a real thing as well. But this man needs to go. He's going to endanger a female easily. And in fencing, man, you're actually pointing a pointy weapon at someone else. That's definitely not right, man. This man couldn't even tell you if he wanted his daughter to actually change in front of a male. in the locker room. USA Fencing has some major problems, guys. Major problems. Gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.